Listen, this
Peace, peace, peace. Welcome to the live, man. Welcome to the live. Y'all do me a favor, like it up and share it, man. Also, don't forget to drop them nads and let me know that my audio is good. Well, great, not good, y'all, okay? Drop them nads and let me know that my audio is great, not good. Ben Winner, thanks for the nads, God. Trisha Boyer, thanks for the nads. Ben Winner, say can't hear nothing, God. I'm here, Reflection. I'm here. Peace to you, King K. Porters. Josiah Barnes, thanks for the nads. King K. Porters, thanks for the nads. Dantia Nicholson, thanks for the nads. I hope I pronounced your name right. Okay. The sound, how about the sound? Is the sound good? Is the sound good? Let me know if the sound good. Felicia Moore, peace to you too, guys. Tamika Williams, thanks for the nads, man. Thanks for the nads. Y'all, we finna cut up today, man. We finna cut up today. But do me a favor, like I said, pound that like button and share it up. It's free. It's free. Okay? Right now, I'm finna give a message that I know a lot of people don't want to hear, but I'm going to say it anyway, right? Now that the smoke is cleared a little bit, all right? Because when I said it the first time, it was a lot of people that came along and felt like I was reaching, okay? A lot of people specifically from Philly that felt like I was reaching, okay? Because they felt like they know these people on a more personal level. They know the things that they've done in the community, so on and so forth. And they truly feel like there is no way that these people can actually be involved in this type of activity. That's what they believe. Okay? So I got chewed out for touching on them, but guess what? I always got to circle the block again, okay? I wouldn't be right. It wouldn't be right if I didn't circle the block again, because now we see the smoke is cleared. And after the passing of Gilly's son, okay? And I want to start this video all by saying I cannot confirm or deny anything that's about to get ready to be said in this video. But as usual, man, I will ask that you guys use discernment when dealing with the information, man. Allow your spirit, your soul to guide you in terms of the information that you're about to get ready to receive, all right? But after the smoke is cleared, man, we see a lot taking place, okay? With, Gilly, Wallo, and $1 million worth of game. We see a lot going on with them right now, okay? One of them being, we see Wallo with a Lamborghini, okay? And if I'm not mistaken, I also think that he brought Gilly a Lamborghini as well as a way to basically cheer him up. How that's going to cheer him up, I don't know, because in my opinion, there is nothing on this material realm, okay? When you're actually spiritually connected to someone that can replace them. That feeling that they gave you, bro. Ain't nothing. Look, come on, man. It kills me when someone comes along with material things and think that it's going to help you along your journey in terms of losing someone. That just shows you who they are. But guess what? When you rooted in money, that's the type of activity you move in. You feel me? That's the type of activity you move in. Y'all do me a favor, pound that like button and share it. So like I say, man, we going to get into this, man, because you have to understand, bro, when we dig back into the history of them and $1 million game and we talk about, the journey of it all, okay? Then we know that there was a few things said, a few things done, so on and so forth that can give us, that can lead us, you feel me, toward the information that we seek, all right? And with that being said, man, I want to start this off with the right spiritual energy, man. I want to say peace to the gods and goddesses, peace to the ancestors, and peace to all of the high vibrational beings on the planet. Today, I'm sending you nothing but love and light, man. You already know what it is.
Yeah, I'm about to expose every lie they done told, like how they trafficking kids and why they ain't got a soul. They feeding off our energy, trying to destroy the globe. They got weather control, they even making it snow. But we can't run from it, gotta grab it by the antler.
listen.
Hey, look, let me touch on this, man, because Jason Toley said he was in the streets. It has nothing to do with a sacrifice. I want you to understand, bro. The way you think, bro, is the way that they want everybody to think about the situation. Understand that. Okay? First and foremost, from what I've learned, bro, I do not believe that he was actually in the street. He was not partaking in any of that activity. Okay? He was not. And that's why everybody is looking at this whole situation like, how? How was it possible when he was not in the streets in any way, form, or fashion? He had no beef with nobody. Okay? He was portraying the image that he was not really like. Okay? So, with that being said, you have to understand, that's the way they set it up, bro. We give him an image, all right? And let's just say he was in the streets. He may not have been doing some of the things that he portrayed in his rap, but because he portrayed that, right, you know, it's going to be easy for us to get him because, look, he's already associating himself with the street and that lifestyle. So it only makes, you know, I keep telling y'all, a lot of y'all, man, when we talk about what's been going on, bro, since the year 2020, when we talk about, you know, people just, you know, the high rate of people transitioning due to heart attacks, asthma attacks, strokes, so on and so forth. And a lot of people think that these are natural causes, bro. You have to understand, a lot of the times these people use your medical history against you, right? So that they could use that as a way, you know, for you to transition and say that you had pre-existing medical conditions already. So when you go to the hospital and you giving them this information, you have to take into the account that it's a possibility they could be using this information against you and towards your demise. If ever you become a targeted individual. So, I mean, that's why I say we have to be cautious of the things that we, you know, that we do. We become too comfortable in our position. You see what I'm saying? So then they come along and they say, well, you know what? He had asthma or she had an asthma attack, right? And then we go back into their history and say, well, they already had these pre-existing medical conditions before this took place. And then you overlook it because you say, hey, this was something you ain't taking into account all the signs and symbols that came along with it and everything else that was surrounding the situations, because all you know is that they did have these pre-existing conditions. So when they hit them with the drug-induced homicide, you ain't looking like, it ain't looking like one of you. Y'all drop them nads if you understand what I'm saying, man. Drop them nads. I speak from a standpoint of knowing and having been through. Okay, I'm not speaking from watching and grasping it from nobody else, okay? But with that being said, man, like I said, we finna jump into them because guess what? I'm not afraid to touch on these topics, man. You feel me? I don't see myself even aligning myself with any of these people in the near future. I just don't. You feel me? And that's because, you know, I go against for everything that they stand for. You feel me? And so I don't mind speaking on it. I don't mind speaking on it, man, because guess what? You have to understand that they're part of that whole Luciferian doctrine now. They've been indoctrinated. They're a part of that. These are the new Luciferians, bro. And you have to understand, bro, when they signed that $100 million contract, bro, that's what they signed up for. Gilly knew that because Gilly was in the game already, y'all. He's seen it. It goes back to what I was saying, man, when we talk about, what's his name? He was talking about how, you know, there's doors. He knows there's doors. He just chose not to. Nori. He said he knows there's doors. He just choose not to take those doors. Okay. So we have to understand, bro, that the presence of these doors, bro, and these, you know, possible ways to become famous are there. And it's evident, bro. It's evident because everybody knows about this, right? But with that being said, let's get into this video, man, because I do believe that, you know, he has a lot to say when it comes to this situation, man. And let me get, I want to make sure I got the guy, because I want to give him a shout out, man. He does a great job, bro, when it comes to this. I want to make sure, you feel me, he get him a shout out. Mr. Keep It Simple, man. If you want to get more content like this, man, go check out Mr. Keep It Simple, man, because he doing this thing, man, and I just ran across him on coincidence. I mean, I don't believe in coincidence. By mishap. It was meant for me to run past him, understand that, but I wasn't even looking for him. But let's get into this.
This is the intro. Before I start this video, Wallo bought a Lamborghini and he told all the youth, and this is how older men lie to the youth. We witnessed this for Master P, and then literally Master P sold his masters. The irony of that, Master P sold his masters. Now, Wallo went on to say, you don't got to be a rapper. You don't got to be an entertainer. All you got to do is be a businessman. Listen, Wallo is not a businessman. Wallo was given everything by Barstool. This is what they call lying to the youth. You did not get that Lamborghini, and you did not shout out Barstool. You did not get that Lamborghini and say, shout out to Barstool, they gave me this Lamborghini. Shout out to Barstool, they gave me the resources to get the Lamborghini. You have the nerve to tell the youth, you don't have to be a rapper, you don't have to be an entertainer, but you are a rapper. You are an entertainer. You stand for them. You do podcasts with them. You sit down with the Prince family. You sit down with Little Durk. You sit down with people who made real life sacrifices, and you have the nerve to tell the youth that.
Now, I do believe that the message that he's giving when he says that you don't have to do these type of things in order to get that, while it's contradictory, contradicts what it is that he's doing, it's possible to get there without doing these type of things. Okay? But if you lead by example, then I understand where he's coming from.
Oh, you could be a businessman, but you're not a businessman. Everything you had was given to you. Like Puff Daddy with Ciroc. Puff Daddy didn't create Diageo. Puff Daddy didn't create Ciroc. Puff Daddy, it was handed to him. A lot of these guys, they want to show you material items to tell you that you could do it too. Let me tell you guys something. If you work in a 9 to 5, you are not getting a Lamborghini. Even though I said 9 to 5 save lives, you are not getting a Lamborghini. A lot of people that start a business, unless your cash flow is really raking in dough, you are not getting a Lamborghini. Stop letting these black men in the entertainment industry lie to you. It's crazy at 44, Wallo is really going to lie to the youth and tell them, you don't have to be a rapper. You don't have to be a ball player. All you got to do is be a businessman. Listen, at the end of the day, you're going to need more than a businessman for a Lamborghini. You're going to need Barstool, but he's not going to tell you the truth. They can't tell you the truth. They're Masons. All Masons lie. All Masons lie. All doctors are liars. When you look at the medical symbol, you see 2 snakes at the top of the symbol. At the end of the day, they represent liars and they protect thieves. You guys have to understand, Wallo lied to the youth. There was no way around it. And he's going to talk about the call from the industry.
Because what he's saying is that I didn't use those same tactics. He used his personality to get ahead. He's saying he's not a ball player. He's not a rapper. This is what he's saying, okay? But you feel me? I do understand where he's coming from. Nothing that he got was actually free. You have to understand that everything that these people got is given to them. Even some of the relationships. Even down to some of their relationships. It gets sick like that, y'all. You have to understand all of this is mapped out. All of this is mapped out. Okay? Oh, you done what you need to do? Let's go ahead and give you your own liquor brand. Because you did what you needed to do and you stand down. You promoting the agenda. You see what I'm saying? So I want you to understand, bro. Y'all thinking that these guys is really in the lab, bro, and getting they putting these things together for themselves, bro. They not doing it. They not even they don't have enough time in the day. You feel what I'm saying? They don't. They're being given these things, man. You feel me? Say, why do I freeze but the comments don't? I don't know, man. Like, this is what they do. You feel me? So I want y'all to understand that, bro. You feel me? And like, it's set up. Like, I use a person, like, I always use Mike Tyson as an example because Mike Tyson is someone who lost everything, okay? And then after his daughter, allegedly passed away, you feel me? Then look what happened to him. He automatically, even the things, we know the things that he came back up from, y'all, would not have made him as wealthy as he is now. Pigeon fighting, okay? He was able to get his own marijuana field, okay? Now he has his own podcast. We cannot overlook these things. They're saying that none of what you have was actually earned because it was given to you because of who it is that you chose to align yourself with and what it is that you chose to give up. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, now, see, Woody Woo say you a sellout. You don't understand where I'm coming from. Do I have $100 million deal, man? Do I have $100 million deal? See, you looking at me through this camera and you done put me on the pedestal, bro. And that's your first mistake. Because over here, we teach, bro, that you ain't supposed to be worshiping nobody but yourself. You go within to look for that God within yourself, bro. I ain't no rich man, bro. I ain't have no $100 million deal. See, that's you looking for the means to justify, to chase this, bro. You feel me? You trying to justify it and ain't nothing you can do to justify it, God. You feel me? Like, you going to end up going here and you going to end up, if you decide to get inside the industry. Now, if you go independent, it might be another outcome. But if you go inside the industry, you're going to start to run in some of these brick walls. You feel what I'm saying? I guarantee you. I told you, I had a motherfucker come up. Look, don't get it twisted. I had somebody walk up to me and ask me what was I willing to sacrifice. If you've been around, you heard me tell a story before. And I told him nothing. You see what I'm saying? And look, I've been getting attacked, bro. I'm talking about, and I'm still one of the, I'm a chosen one, bro. Understand that, bro. I don't care about no money, no none of that. That don't move me. You feel me? So with that being said, let's get back into this.
He got that Lambo because they called him up to the next level. And he's going to talk about this call with DJ Envy and Charlamagne the God.
Your question, Sean.
Yes, sir.
You and Envy. How was it when y'all got that visit from the next level?
What's the next level?
The people, man.
What's the next level?
When you ready, when your career is at that level, and then you get a visit to go to the next level.
You talking Illuminati?
I ain't say no names.
Now, see, for me, this is just an indication that you knew. You was talking, and when you doing interviews like this, and you saying this, and you doing this with people that you already know have reached the next level, you see what I'm saying? That's you calling. You calling on that. You calling on that. This is conversation that you've had behind scenes already. You see what I'm saying? So you're inviting these people into your lifestyle. So I don't want to hear nobody else come along and say, man, they ain't know what they was doing. Ain't no such thing. Y'all be reaching. It is the next level. And this ain't the only person that he asked this question to. He asked it to Desi Banks too. He asked Desi Banks. Okay, and there's going to be somebody else that he asked in this interview as well.
We ain't supposed to speak about that, Wallo.
Yeah, we don't speak about that shit.
Wallo, you know we ain't supposed to, that's why I'm sweating here.
I ain't even gonna say that because I might get called in for that. I'm gonna just shit.
You already got called in.
You already got called in, nigga.
Don't lie.
It's just like
Don't
that.
lie. You already got called in.
I will say this though. Let me ask.
And see, the thing is, y'all be taking it for joking. He's saying you already got called in. Yes, they already got called in, bro. They knew they was on their way to the top, bro. They was already getting in. They was already coming in contact with people, bro. They was already on that level. You see what I'm saying? They was already being introduced into new circles. Okay? So y'all take it like, oh, they just joking. They just the whole time, bro. They real serious. They real serious right now. That's big fact. Y'all like this up in Sherry, man.
Good question, Sean.
Yes, sir.
You and Envy. How was it when y'all got that visit from the next level?
What's the next level?
The people, man.
What's the next level?
When you ready, when your career is at that level, and then you get a visit to go to the next level.
You talking Illuminati?
I ain't say no names.
We ain't supposed to speak about that, Wallo.
Yeah, we don't speak about that shit.
Wallo, you know we ain't supposed to, that's why I'm sweating here.
I ain't even gonna say that because I might get called in for that. I'm gonna just shit.
You already got called in.
You already.
And not to throw the live out, but I see James Harris. He's advocating for these Masons, right? And he's saying he's a third degree. When you come out the womb, you a Mason. You a man. Ain't it okay then? But see, what I want you to understand is this, James Harrison. You have a long way to go to even understand what it is that you've aligned yourself with. You have a long way to go. So once you start to break past that, you were just able to open you haven't even been able to, you a third degree. You just begin to open up that Masonic Bible. You can't open up that Bible until you make it to your degree, right? So you have a lot to learn. You don't even know right now who it is. Look, I grew up in this, bro. I got family members around me, bro. I grew up around the signs and symbols. That's why I'm so, you feel me? So once you make it to a certain level, then you're going to start to really realize who it is that you're worshiping. You feel me? So, yeah.
Called it, nigga. It's just like that.
Don't lie. You already got called in.
I will say this though. Let me ask you a question.
Listen, bases loaded, bottom of the ninth. Look at Gilly the Kid face in the middle. Gilly understands at this level, when you sign a $100 million contract, Gilly understands what has to happen. Listen, Gilly did this all for Wallo. Wallo got home and Wallo didn't have anything going for himself. Wallo will tell you he kept going to the Chinese place and Wallo had an urge and a desire to be successful. But instead of Gilly telling Wallo, listen, the industry is not what you want, what happened was Gilly actually teamed up with Wallo and signed this $100 million contract to Barstool. Now, if you guys don't understand, the show $1 million.
I do believe that because before Wallo came home, you did not see Gilly the way you seen him. I believe that he knew that Gilly had ties inside of the industry, and he felt like he was going to capitalize off of that when he came home because he understood that the internet era was taking off. You see what I'm saying? So I do believe that Gilly didn't want nothing to do with it because he was comfortable living the way that he was living already. But the urge that Wallo had to be successful after being gone so long, he wanted that bag, bro. You know, you have to understand that's the energy transformation that took place in that time and moment. Okay? Because the energy that Wallo had of being successful and wanting to have that was transferred to his cousin. And he pushed forward despite the fact of the things that he's seen inside of the industry, and he knew the things that they was gonna have to face in order to get the type of money that Wallo wanted. Drop them nines if you agree with what I'm saying. You feel me?
Worth of game is not their show. And this is the problem with the black man. We always want a slice of the white man's pie, but the white man does not mess with us. And I'm going to say this again. We always want a slice of the Ghazi pie, the Barstool pie, and they do not mess with us. And in order for them to trust us, we have to give up something we love. Now, I played that clip 2 times because a lot of people are so fanned out. I realized that you really got to play things 2 times so they could really hear it on the second time. Wallo, excited, super excited. He excited. He doesn't understand what this game comes with, and he doesn't understand they will also sacrifice him next. When you hear Wallo telling young people when he got that Lamborghini, this comes with hard work. You don't have to be a rapper. You don't have to be an entertainer. Listen, you signed to Barstool. You are a rapper. You are an entertainer. You are signed to the same people. You got to understand. Wallo asks DJ Envy and Charlamagne the God, his Dragon Brothers now. He say, how was it when you got that call up to take your career to the next level?
And I will agree with what you're saying, Quick Griffin. He said they all know what they're doing. You have a choice, but only materialistic, egotistical lost souls are willing to align with the beast. Nah. Yes, and even a lot of them, they'll come along and tell you, bro, these demonic beings, bro, they don't force you into doing nothing, bro. They ask you. You have a choice, bro. Because they believe in free will as well. You feel what I'm saying? So you have a choice. It ain't something you have to do. You feel me? All of these, you have to understand, in some way, form, or fashion, before these people actually get into the industry, they were taught these occultic teachings as well. Okay, we have to go back, bro. When you talk about Panic, bro, the passing the Panic, I don't know if he really passed away. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, bro, when you talk about what Panic was and what he did to the industry in terms of the Baphomet and making our people, you feel me, feel comfortable with associating themselves with that type of Scientology. You feel what I'm saying? Then you understand what's going on inside of here.
You hear motivational speakers always use the term next level. This is a Masonic term. You have to understand, Charlamagne the God, I couldn't play the clip because they always get me for copyright, and nothing is worse than making a...
Hey, see the thing about that, Terrell Clark, I'm not going to take no $50 million deal. Because I'm already be looking at it like, man, I know what strings attached to that, man. You feel me? I'm not here to be, I just need enough to survive. You feel me? I need enough to make it. You feel me? I don't need no, you feel me? If I'm blessed along the way, that's what's up. But I ain't taking no $50 million deal for nothing. I'm from the hood, bro. I already know what that do, bro. It's strings attached to that, bro. I'm not taking no $50 million deal, bro. And I know it's something that comes along with it, especially with me learning the things that I know. Y'all better, bro.
Video, then you got to go back, edit the video. So I'm just played the clip. But Charlamagne the God was sweating. He was like, yo, what type of people you talk about? DJ Emmy, he just said it. He said the Illuminati. Because if you go and say it, just say it. And then Wallo was like, you know, the people that, when you're ready to take your career to the next level. And they...
Right, the next level. You have to understand, bro. It is a next level. You have to understand what Meek Mill say is levels to this. You don't understand what he was trying to tell you. He was trying to tell you at that time, like, it's levels to this, bro. Okay, you start at a mediocre level. Then when you see a person come through, they get that mid contract. It's just like basketball players. You start in grade school, okay? Then you go to high school. Then you go to college. And if you good enough, you gonna make it to that next level. You see what I'm saying? It's levels. If you recognizable enough and we feel like we can use you and you willing to, align yourself with our agenda, then you made it to the next level. We're gonna give you a fat contract. Okay, well then, if you don't know, you undecided, we might give you a little bit of this. We give you a taste of this world, this lifestyle. And then, if you all the way with it and you still in good shape by the time that first contract ends, we're going to give you more. We're going to give you more. But Letitia Jones say, what about Panic, right? Panic, what you have to understand is Panic, he brought the teachings of the Baphomet. Nobody at that time was teaching about, the Baphomet and this connection to spirituality. You have to understand who Panic was to begin with. Panic came from the industry, y'all. Panic was an A&R and he was also a producer, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so he introduced the Baphomet and the teachers of that, him being a protege of Bobby Hemmett. Okay, him being a protege of Bobby Hemmett. You know, Bobby Hemmett taught about that as well. He introduced that teaching to the industry. Okay, you have to understand those teachers are still more along the Luciferian side of things. Okay, so when you have to understand he put Aleister Crowley on the pedestal, y'all. He loved Aleister Crowley. This is what Panic did. Okay, so a lot of people want more subjectable to learning the teachings of the Baphomet and aligning themselves with that until Panic brought the black face to the industry, okay? To the entertainment industry. So that's what I mean by Panic, okay? You got to go back into the history. When we talk about these people that's connected to the industry, bro, don't get so caught up in what it is that they teaching. You still have to allow your spirit to guide you, to tell you if the message that you're receiving is one of a demonic message or if it's true. You feel me?
All you in the room. You guys have to understand this is cheesy. Gilly is cheesy. Wallo is cheesy. Gilly was not a father to his son. I keep telling you, a lot of kids, and people want to say, I thought you said their kids are not their kids. No, their kids are not their kids. This was a sacrifice. You guys have to understand, Gilly signed a $100 million contract. When you get a $100 million contract, you have to give up something. And I'm going to say this again. Gilly did this on the behalf of Wallo. Gilly, everybody know who Gilly was since Major Figures. At the end of the day, nobody knew who Wallo was. Wallo came home, and I keep telling you, you cannot make the transition from the streets to the industry. Wallo tried it. Listen, the industry is undefeated. They don't care if you light skin like Chris Brown. They don't care if you brown skin. They don't care if you black. At the end of the day, guess what? When it's time to give up something, you're going to have to give up something. Kanye gave up his own mother. You will think just to walk around and wear a Louis Vuitton backpack, just to walk around and make beats for Jay-Z, Kanye West gave up his own mother. This is the...
Like, let's think about that for a minute, bro. Like, just to walk around and make beats with Jay-Z. Because that's what it all boiled down to, bro. I want to be the GOAT. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of people use that terminology and they don't even know what it means. It's not the greatest of all time. It's the terminology that the Luciferians, they use. And they introduce it to you with a new acronym so that you can, you feel me? Do you really want to be a GOAT? For those of you who call yourself Christians and you know the symbology behind the GOAT, do you really want to be that? So why would you go around and use that terminology? If you call yourself a Christian and you believe in the so-called Christ, then guess what? You'll be calling yourself a lamb. You wouldn't be calling yourself a goat. You see what I'm saying? And that's big facts. Y'all like this up and share it.
Industry that everybody is dreaming about. And it's crazy how people, not to get off topic, say, Mr. Keep It Simple, why you don't tell people to follow their dreams? Let me tell you guys something. Once you follow your dreams, this is what happens. Look at the sellout to the left and look at the sellout to the right. While I'm making this video, I'm just looking at both of their faces. They were both unemployed. Wallo was unemployed. That's why he went to jail. Gilly was unemployed. That's why he joined the industry. At the end of the day, you are looking at two grown men who never grew up. And I'm going to say this again. You are looking at two grown men who never grew up. And you're probably thinking, Mr. Keep It Simple, can you break that down? Listen, when I tell you guys from 18 to 29 to get a 9-to-5, listen, you get a 9-to-5, you stack your crumbs, you build your pie. And if you want to stay at a 9-to-5, that's your choice. But at least you have enough money saved to the point if you want to make a boss move, at least you can make a boss move now. At the end of the day, this is a problem with the black culture. Black people, we don't own anything in the entertainment industry. And the fact that we don't own anything, what happens is later we're going to end up selling our masters like Master P. Master P was one of the first fake black entrepreneurs in black history. We should put him in black history for the first fake black entrepreneur. Now, let's get to Gilly's son. Gilly's son can't
Been winning. Thanks for the stars, God.
respect Gilly. Gilly on camera has to act like a boy. Gilly on camera has to act like a clown. And watch, I am telling you, just by this picture, sooner or later, don't be surprised if Wallo sets up Gilly. And I'm going to say this again. Don't be surprised if Wallo sets up Gilly. Wallo is entitled.
Hey, and I can see that, though. I ain't going to lie, because Wallo was extra thirsty, bro. His energy is invested in this, bro. His energy is, look, Wallo come off as like a smooth cat, bro, but I feel like he wanted way more than Gilly, because Gilly was already in the industry. He's already had a taste of that already, okay? But Wallo, on the other hand, this is all new to him, bro. The fast cars, the big houses, the big bank account full of money, so on and so forth, bro. And I believe that, he put himself in a position where he could take care of people around him. And I keep telling y'all, bro, when you put yourself in a position to take care of people around you and you actually feel like you're obligated to start doing those type of things, bro, the money that you're starting to make is going to start to feel like it's not enough. Okay. And so when they come along and they say, well, hey, if you want another bag like that, man, who you willing to knock off? You're like, man, another 100,000? I mean, 100 mil? No, this time we give you 5. Oh, okay. Well, go ahead and take my mama and my daddy. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead and take my mama and my daddy, bro. Like, it's real. I do believe, bro, that he thirsty like that, bro. And it ain't just the energy. It's the energy that he gives off in terms of what I see from him. He wants it more than Gilly. Drop them names if you understand where I'm coming from.
Instead of Wallo doing his own thing, making his own podcast, you went to jail. You could have came home. You have the personality to make 30,000 on YouTube. I give him that. Instead of him being happy with 30,000, no, a guy that spent 20 years in jail want to come home and sign $1 million contract. Make it make sense. You got people who went to Harvard who don't even have $100 million contract. You got people that went to Yale. You got people that went to Cornell, Stanford, UCLA. They don't even get this type of money. But at the end of the day, Wallo feels that I spent all this time in jail, so I deserve $100 million. Make it make.
I do feel like he's entitled. I don't feel like he think that he deserved it. I feel like he thinks he want to go get what's his. Okay. And I love what she said, what Mia Renata said. She said people just won't accept that they are not that they are the awareness that's supposed to be aware of itself. You create 50 million with your internal resources, and the universe will align you with the opportunities and the connections to make your imaginative dreams come through. Because guess what? You are everything, and everything is you. See, people start to think I need to align myself with these demonic companies in order to get $50 million. But they don't understand that you do not chase money. You manifest it. And that's exactly what Mia was just saying. You manifest it. You see what I'm saying? You allow the universe to put you around the right people and in the right places to get what it is that you need. And you're going to be able to tell that, bro. You feel me? Because it ain't going to have to be no big name source. It's not. You make over $50 million a year, but it's just the lifestyle that you choose to live and the type of things you choose to spend your money on. You can invest and get the same way, but they want it now, y'all. Understand that they want it now because they've already had a taste of it.
Makes sense. You talk about entitlement. Look at the guy to the left. His name is Wallo. This man spent 20 years in jail and think that he has the rights to come home to $100 million contract. He thinks that he has the rights to talk about how is it when you got that call. My man is so excited about getting a call from people who don't like you. My man is so excited by getting a call for people who sent you to prison. My man is so excited at getting a call to working with the ops. My man is so excited at getting a call to working with the enemy. And you wonder why black women keep swirling. You wonder why black women can't respect us, because what we have to do for entertainment is we have to play ourselves. And speaking of Gilly, he did all of this for Wallo. Wallo be smacking Gilly on the podcast. Wallo be disrespecting Gilly like it's his show. Sooner or later, don't be surprised if they cut ties. And I'm going to say this again.
I don't feel like Wallo disrespect him. I feel like it's just that family love that they have amongst each other. But I still, like, I agree with him, with that.
Don't be surprised if they cut ties because Wallo is entitled. Gilly did not want to sign that contract. Gilly probably didn't even know what was going to happen. But you guys have to understand, before they signed that contract, the industry wanted Wallo. The industry did not want Gilly. Gilly signed a contract to please Wallo. And this is why it's so good to never be a people pleaser. Let me tell you something. When it comes to family will do you dirty. Family, listen, to all you young dudes out there who love family, you go to family reunions, family cookout, family barbecues, family fish fries. Family will do you worse than anybody. And I'm going to say this again. Family will do you worse than anybody or anyone. You guys have to understand, Gilly the kid had to give up his son. $100 million does not come with jokes and giggles. $100 million come with the sacrifice. You guys got to understand these artists, these entertainers, and Charlemagne the God, he was on that clip, but Charlemagne the God, he was as a younger woman as well too. And we're going to have to make videos on that. Kwame Brown talked about it, but Charlemagne the God right now should be doing at least 50 years in prison. This is a dirty industry with dirty people and dirty entertainers. You guys have to understand.
Hey, and it's almost to the point where I feel like that's something that they have to do, bro, because it's so many people that have aligned themselves with like, you know, that type of lifestyle, right? And they always have that history. They always have that history. I told you, I have family members that was deeply rooted into this, and even some of them had the history of forcing themselves on women is what I mean.
Gilly the kid was not a father. A lot of black men, we don't want to grow up. So what happens is there is a difference between being a father and being a friend to your son. Gilly was a friend to his son. So when you are a friend to your son, guess what? Your son is not going to respect you. Gilly the kid's son did not respect him. Gilly the kid said, forget you. I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to go in the music industry. And listen, he was next in line to join the music industry. This is what happens when you grow up in the industry. Your parents were in the industry and you want to make it inside the industry. Look at Gilly the kid's son. You mean to tell me after signing a $100 million contract, you cannot send this man to live in a mansion in Greensboro, North Carolina? You mean after signing a $100 million contract, you cannot send this man to live somewhere outside of Philly? But let me tell you guys something.
He can try what he want to do, but the fact remains that his son ain't going to do nothing. Look, this is a grown man. We can't take away from that fact. I'm not going to put all of that on Gilly like that. I'm not going to say, you feel me, that he could have. Because, I mean, you could try to take your kid out of the hood, bro, but if he going to find a way to get back, regardless. You can move him out, but if that's something that they want to do and they're adamant about, they're going to do it. So I'm not going to say that, you know, just because he has money, you know, he's able to tell his son to stay out of these type of environments. He has other things he needs to take care of besides looking over this young adult at the time.
The streets is a training ground for all sacrifices. When these sacrifices happen, unlike Pop Smoke, they usually happen in the streets because a lot of people will tell you, and the truth is, people really don't care about what happens in the streets. The streets, the project is a training ground for sacrifices. Now, this is Gilly the kid's son. At the end of the day, monkey see, monkey do. You see your dad in the streets, guess what? You're going to go in the streets, but you don't understand who your daddy is. You don't understand who your uncle is. If you listen to your uncle interview, you should have separated yourself from Wallo, and you should have separated yourself from your father. Your father is not your father. Your uncle is not your uncle. I hate that this happened to you. Your father is a Luciferian. Your uncle is a Luciferian. Nobody's going to make this content. Everybody's going to say, oh, Gilly did not have anything to do with it. Oh, so you think in this race.
And that's sad, bro. It's, bro, when you realize that, bro, and you recognize that, bro, that's a heavy hit. When you recognize, bro, that these people are heartless, bro, that's a heavy hit. It's a heavy hit, bro. You know, it's people around them right now, they see it, but they don't want to realize it. They don't want to take it for what it is. No, well, you know what? I can't get caught up into what the bloggers are saying about signs and symbols. No, my baby, he would never do nothing like that. Gilly would never do. See, and I'm going to tell y'all what's going to be the gut punch for Wallo, bro, when they take that pretty young thing he got sitting by his side, right? Someone he's invested his life in, right? Someone he's actually chasing the bag for, that he wants to expose to the lifestyle with him. That's going to be that gut punch to him, right? When she gone. Because he got something that got to get taken too. You feel me? Now, if they come for her, it ain't gonna hit. Like, life ain't gonna be worth it no more. Cause it's the build up. You have to understand, no matter who you are and what you connected to, you still want to experience life with your partner. You feel me? You have to understand what's the money worth, bro, if you ain't surrounded around loved ones and things like that. So, man, yeah, you know, let's take into account who it is that he really loves. You don't think they see that and recognize that?
World, you think in America, you think they're giving $100 million to two black men with bald heads. You think they are giving $100 million to two men with receding hairlines. You think in America, they are giving black men $100 million just to get on and talk on a podcast. Let me tell you guys something. That show, $1 million worth of game is control. That's why the Prince family, and I said this the other day, and somebody laughed, and I said the Prince family need healing. No, seriously, they need healing. 2 bodies, 2 sacrifices were recorded, and Jay Prince Jr. was there. So at the end of the day, you guys have to understand the industry allowed it. That was an industry hit. Duke 093 was an industry hit. Takeoff was an industry hit. A lot of people mad, like,
and a lot of people will say, why would they do that? Why would they? Insurance? Why would they do that? A lot of these industries have insurance on the artists, especially the ones that they know that are deeply rooted into the streets, and just the ones that they know that don't have enough common sense to get away from that lifestyle. So if they feel like they can cash out on your ass more from your insurance, then they'll knock you off just to get the insurance money, because look, they're going to get then all of that, your name, you're going to make more money for them in death anyway. How many times have we seen that happen? They still making money off Tupac name. Let's be for real.
How could Quavo sacrifice Takeoff? Because he did. And if you got a problem with it, I'm posted at Chick-fil-A. If you got a problem with it, I'm posted at Starbucks. Let it breathe. You guys have to understand, the Prince family came on $1 million worth of game. They could have went on any podcast, but Barstool was in on it. Barstool say, listen, Wallo, Gilly, the Prince family need to clear their name, and you have to do it. They took $100 million. They can't say no at this point. And I'm going to say this again. They took $100 million. They can't say no at this point. The Prince family came on the podcast. They talked about open cases, open bodies. And at the end of the day, Wallo and Gilly, they did not check Jay Prince. They had their head down the whole interview because they knew it was foul. They knew it was messed up, but they took the $100 million. Let me tell you guys something before I finish this video. Real talk. Can you make millions? Yes, but you got to earn it. Gilly didn't earn that.
And I just want y'all to pay attention to what, like, let me tell you something, bro. You may be so happy that you want to cry, bro, but I don't believe that Gilly was the conditions that he was in or under around the time that he signed that contract, y'all. I just don't believe it, right? Look at Wallo. Wallo steady forcing, we on. Gilly looking like, man, come on, bro. Like, do I really want to do this? Because I know eventually, I got to give something up. I seen it too much. But you had Wallo sitting there thirsty, bro. Yeah, shit. I don't know if he gonna play that video in here, but I wanted to show y'all that video too, man. It's crazy.
Wallo didn't earn that. Barstool gave it to them. That's the problem with our culture. We're so ready to receive, but we don't want to earn. We will take money that we did not earn. Gilly did not earn $100 million. He didn't earn $100 million in his lifetime. Wallo did not earn $100 million. They took that $100 million. And in this industry, when you take $100 million, you're going to have to either give up your firstborn or you're going to have to give up your mother. You're either going to have to give up your firstborn or you're going to have to give up your wife. I keep telling you, when you see these rappers, when you see these guys like Kai Cenat, when you see these guys like Gilly the Kid, you guys have to understand death is in the building. If they are willing to sacrifice everything, what makes you think that they won't sacrifice their mother? If they're willing to sacrifice everything, what makes you think that they won't sacrifice their son?
And see, that's what I was trying to make. That's the point that I was trying to make, when I did the live concerning Archives and his connection with, people like NLE Chopper and things like that. We have to understand, bro, that they've been through years of indoctrination, bro. These people know what it is that they're partaking in. They know it's occultic magic, bro. They know it's the dark side of the occultic magic as well, okay? And they still choose to partake in it. So you thinking that you're going to go in there and shed some light on anybody in there, bro, is a waste of your time and energy, okay? And in all actuality, you putting yourself in a dangerous situation because of the things that you have already previously spoken on, okay? So now they could be open, they could be welcoming you with open arms only to, push you further towards your demise. I keep telling y'all that, bro. Be careful, bro. You do not want to get in the circle of these people, bro. They're going to knock you off. You feel me? Y'all be seeing all these other, you see all these DDGs out here, right? Some of these people who made it from vlogging and then walk into the industry, bro. And you think that it's cush, bro. You feel me? You want to follow behind those footsteps. But you don't understand what it is that they partaking in. Look what he's exposing his nephew to. Let he wise eyes see clearly, bro. We got to start to wake up. All of these things can be done by yourself, but you have to be willing to, sacrifice some things. Okay? Now, I'm not talking about from a blood standpoint. I mean, just your lifestyle. A lot of people start making that good money, bro, and they start to live beyond their lifestyle. Start to feel like they have to take care of the people around them, bro. You feel me? So now here it is. You've been blessed to make enough money off whatever it is that you're doing to where you can afford maybe a $300,000-$400,000 house or maybe even $1 million house, but you would rather go get a $10 million house. You feel me? You want to go rock all the name brand. You see what I'm saying? It's the lifestyle that you choose because of the things that's being portrayed in front of your face, and you get caught up in it. You see what I'm saying?
Surprise. Because at the end of the day, when you sign $100 million contract, if you cared about your son should have left Philly. If you sign $100 million contract, you got to leave Philly. A lot of people never been to Philly. I partied in Philly. My roommate was from Philly. He was from 49th and Hazel, West Philly, but he had ties to South Philly. You guys have to understand, Philly is like Baltimore. It is a murder zone. At the end of the day, you sign $100 million contract and your son is still in Philly and you still go in Philly, that's a walking sacrifice. Philly is not a nice place unless you're white. Philly is designed for white people. If you're black, it doesn't matter. Philly is not safe for black people. A lot of people are not going to tell it to you how it is, but North Philly is dangerous. Going to Max's, that felt like I was going to prison. At the end of the day, North Philly's dangerous, South Philly's dangerous, West Philly, listen, they're still dangerous in West Philly. You got a lot of parts of West Philly. West Philly is like the Harlem, of Philadelphia, but just how certain parts of Harlem get down, certain parts of West Philly get ugly as well too. You guys have to understand, Philly is not a good place. Gilly knows this, but Gilly doesn't want to grow up. Wallo knows this, but Wallo doesn't want to grow up. You guys have to understand, yes, there goes the show right here. This is what happens when you take $100 million deal. Look at the man in the middle. This man is responsible for bodies. This man is working with the cops. See, the reason I could talk about the Prince family is because I know they're the police. I know they're working with the feds. Finesse 2 times just had a rental car taken, and at the end of the day, charges got dropped. And Jay Prince Jr. was celebrating. Yeah, we make charges disappear. Not only do you make charges disappear, but you made Duke 09 disappear. You made Takeoff disappear. So you make bodies disappear and charges disappear.
Yeah, y'all do me a favor, man. Pound that like button and share it up, man. Also drop them nines, man. But see what he's saying, bro? He look who he's associated himself with, himself with. These, like, you have to understand, bro. Like he was saying, he knew that there was a bunch of BS that they was doing on his podcast, but he did it because they do not own $100 worth of game. Barstool actually owns that. Okay, and so when we say these are controlled platforms, we mean that you only get the guests that you have, okay, because of the company that you have already aligned yourself with. What is this company that you have aligned yourself with? What does it represent? Okay. That's the reason the majority of these platforms are booming and they have the people on there that they do because of the companies like Barstool. You see what I'm saying? Y'all pound that like button and share it up, man.
These guys are the cops. These guys are the feds. You will think Wallo, Gilly the Kid, would have turned this interview down. But this is what happens when you accept their money. You cannot turn the interview down. You have to go through with the ritual. You have to go through with the oath. You got to understand. Look at Jay Prince. Look at the dude in the middle. Who the hell is he? And look at his son. You are dealing with 3 people that will kill at will. You are dealing with 3 people that got blood on their hands, and you're going to invite them on a podcast? And they got blood on their hands? They literally have blood on their hands. Duke 09 was literally standing next to Jay Prince Jr. He had to go and clear his name because they are working with the cops. They are working with the feds. Nothing is going to happen unless Bootsy snitch. Listen, nothing is going to happen. This is the world that we live in. We want to show, and before I finish, Wallo just bought a Lamborghini. Everybody keeps saying, oh, he bought a Lamborghini. He bought a Lamborghini with sacrifice money. You guys have to understand. What they show you as far as, look at me, I'm successful. You're not successful when your son get bodied. As a father, your job is supposed to protect your children on.
Hey, that's deep right there. Because you know what? A lot of people only, they only believe that they're successful, right? And they're blessed when it comes to money. You see what I'm saying? Listen to what he just said. Look, bro, you're not successful when one of your kids end up coming to their demise, bro, in an unnatural way, in the middle of the streets. You have not succeeded. We have to start looking past what they told us success is, bro. They want you to believe that success is money, bro, and that's just not the case, bro. That's not the case. Money is an illusion and it's fake, bro. That's why when the majority of these people get the money, they still wake up unhappy. They still wake up unhappy, y'all. Because that ain't gonna never make them happy. It's crazy, bro.
You leave this earth. Your job is not supposed to act like a kid. Your job is not supposed to act goofy. Every time you see Gilly the Kid, he's always acting like a clown. Every time you see Wallo, before the Prince family came, he acts tough, but when Jay Prince stepped in the building, this man did a whole interview with his head down. At the end of the day, Wallo is a gimmick. These guys are nothing more than gimmicks. And at the end of the day, they want to talk about success. You cannot talk about success when you accepted Barstool money. You cannot talk about success when you accepted money from other people. At the end of the day, when it comes to success, you got to earn that. Wallo didn't earn it. Gilly didn't earn it. Wallo runs to social media. Gilly runs to social media. You guys have to understand, this is not success. They are control. If they go against the agenda, the Lambo goes back. If they go against the agenda, all 100 million goes back. These people signed a contract, and this is the problem. Older men in the entertainment industry, they are not telling young men to be bosses. They are showing you this is what happens when you sign. Forget signing. How many times are we going to continue to sign that people that want us locked up? Barstool, all these.
And like I say, bro, this is all just to keep you manifesting. That's what it's all about. It's all to keep you manifesting, right? Okay, I see these. We want to give the children in the hood that's never had nothing, the lower poverty people. And when I say lower poverty, I don't even want you. I don't care what type of community. If your ass ain't rich, consider yourself lower poverty. For the people who are striving and is going to school to get to the level in which they are at, we want to show them that it's possible to come from jail and end up with a Lamborghini, so on and so forth, if you take the route that they took. Take this route. Come to the industry. Sign you $100 million deal. That's what they telling you right now. Drop them nads if you understand what I'm saying. I'm coming from, and you see it, because they understand you manifest the reality. Everything that you see right now is being manifested through you. And that's the reason it's a television in every home. Okay? So that you can see MFers like him on here, making you think that in order for you to be somebody and feel like you somebody is to have a Lamborghini. You see what I'm saying? You get it now? So if you ain't rooted, if you ain't balancing out that energy within self, okay, then you will be getting up and you will be chasing that. You will be giving your energy to this every day, bro, because you don't know what this is when you see it. You don't know how to stop it at the door. You see what I'm saying? You feel me? So, cause you so caught up in television, now you want to go be the biggest basketball player. You want to have the biggest bank account. You want to have the fastest car, bro. And I got to do what to do it? Then they come along and say, oh, everybody's done it. Look, Kobe did it. He gave woo up. You see what I'm saying? Oh, Michael did it too. He gave his dad up. You don't think they be doing that behind the scenes, y'all, when they trying to get these people to partake in these rituals? Drop them knives, man.
Shows, they bring people like Little Durk on the show. At the end of the day, Gilly the Kid, you a father. Why would you bring Little Durk on your show? At the end of the day, you can't even set the guidance for your son because you took a $100 million contract. This is what happens when you sell out. When you sell out, you got to go with the agenda, and they got to go with the hip hop agenda. They can't stand against Little Durk. They can't tell Little Durk clean up your music. They can't tell these rappers clean up their music. At the end of the day, they got to promote it. So what they do in the industry now is podcasts are used for marketing. So a lot of these guys, when they have albums, what they do is to promote their albums and make sure that A&Rs get their money back. They send these suckers, these little miniature Luciferians, they send them to shows like $1 million worth of game. At the end of the day, they are not giving you no $1 million worth of game. These guys are signed and controlled. These guys are slave, and this is a humiliation ritual. They gave Gilly the Kid $100 million and took his son out. And I'm going to say this again. They took his son out
immediately. They ain't wait, y'all. They ain't wait. They ain't give him a year or two. They ain't say, now go enjoy your family. They ain't do nothing immediately. When did this happen? How fast did this happen? It happened immediately. Okay? Like, open your eyes up. The same thing happened to Juice WRLD, bro. He was coerced into selling his soul, because if you don't think that the people that was around him, which was Lil Bibby and G Herbo at the time, bro, if you don't think they had a major influence on the turn on him selling his soul at that beach that day, bro, you stupid. You stupid. I'm just gonna put it that way for you. You feel me? And you heard G Herbo say what? It ain't take long. It ain't take long.
The $100 million contract, and Wallo, at the end of the day, he's showing you this Lamborghini from selling his soul. I don't listen. Nobody cares about your Lamborghini if you sold your soul. You're 44 years old and you're controlled. You're 44 years old talking about, oh man, they gonna call me into a room. You're 44, sounding scared. You're 44, sounding nervous, talking about, oh man, how was it when they called you into the room? You're 44. You should be making your own calls. You're 44. How is somebody calling you into a room? You're 44, and Gilly's up there laughing, talking about, oh yeah, they gonna have a meeting with you. Listen, these are what you call house niggas. I got to say, if this video get monetized, it get monetized, but if not, it is what it is. This is what you call the house ends. We're going to keep this YouTube friendly. These are the house ends. They're happy to be inside Master House. They're happy. They're in Master House getting sacrificed and sacrificing their son. Like, pop up the volume. Pop up the volume. Listen, this.
Hey, now look, I want y'all to understand this, bro. I don't see how, well, let me just say this, man. I don't see how you can't see it. If you someone who cannot see the patterns and the repetition of everything that's going on, not only in the music industry, but in the industry as a collective whole, bro, you just don't want to see it, and it's just not meant for you to see. That's real, bro, because every time we see someone goes to the so-called next level, bro, someone around them always ends up losing their lives, okay? We could use that in the same instance with what? With you know, the baby. When he said, you know, his album went #1. At the same day his album went #1, he lost his father. Who said it? A$AP Rocky said the same thing. He said every time an album goes #1 around him, he loses someone around him. That they go to the next level. They get a bigger check, y'all. You see what I'm saying? The level of celebrity grows. They get to go into bigger rooms. You understand what I'm saying? New doors begin to open up for them. All right? And that's I just want to be sitting here, bro. And then at the end of the day, bro, you wake up and you be like, what am I doing this for? I don't even feel no better. This is a regular person that I sold my soul for. My magnetism. You see what I'm saying? Like, bro, we have to really, really wake up. And I keep telling y'all, bro, the truth of the fact of the matter is, this is what we have to protect our children from, bro. We have to teach them not to be greedy when it comes to this illusion that they've set in front of us. The main illusion being money. When you really think about it, bro, there is nothing you can't even do in this realm without money. That's the way that they set it up. Not even die. You can't even pass away, y'all. Without having money. If you ain't got no money when you pass away, you ain't gonna have the right burial. Your people gonna struggle and see how to get the money. You understand what I'm saying? How you gonna get buried? Like, excuse me, drop the nads if you understand where I'm coming from. That's sick. It's sick, bro. You even paying on your way out the door, man. Some people got money issues on their way out the door. They leaving money issues for their family, bro. Then they take your debt and they give your debt to your next existing kin. Or your wife, your son, your daughter, whoever, bro. They got to take up that debt. Do that make sense, bro? Like, let's be for real, bro. Like, you feel me? And they tell you, like, look, they put this on your television to make you think, bro, if you don't want to have these worries, man, chase this. What did Rick Ross tell D1? Even though we know D1 is a Masonic puppet too. You feel me? But what did he tell him? He said, man, come on over here with us, man. Where we, you know, come to the crew with the guys who over here making shit happen, bro. If you want your mama a kidney, you can get your mama a kidney. Okay, so you saying that the average Joe can't get their mama a kidney. So, you know, I'm going to have to take it that you're insinuating that, you know, in order to get your mama a kidney on time, you're going to have to be a part of whatever clique or boys club that you are a part of. But everybody looking at it for entertainment. Oh, he called him Buckethead, and everybody want to laugh at it, bro. They ain't seeing it for what it really is. Y'all better start to wake up, bro, and understand what is really going on around y'all, bro. These are diehard devils, bro. And I really do believe that Wallo, bro, deep in his heart is a diehard devil, bro, that will do anything, bro, to get to that next level. Because whether you believe it or not, $100 million ain't no money. Not when you talking about having to split that between two people, two different families, and two different people that want to take care of multiple people on both sides of their family, bro. That ain't no money. Think about what did Wallo just immediately go do? He brought him a Lamborghini, went brought Gilly a Lamborghini because he thought the Lamborghini was going to help Gilly get over the passing of his son. Okay? Imagine the type of house that he went to go grab. What did he do for his girlfriend? What did he do for his mother if she's still alive? His brothers, his sisters, so on and so forth. You hear what I'm saying? He probably done ran through a nice chunk of that already. He ready to sign the next deal. He ready to sign the next deal right now, y'all. Understand that? Drop them names if you understand where I'm coming from, bro. This man could be ready to sign the next deal right now because he done already spent that money before he got it. Y'all, bro, things is not what it seems, bro. And I don't know if he cashed out on the Lamborghini or not. You feel me? But if not, he's paying the note. Ain't no telling how he did that, bro. But I bet you he cashed out on that. He cashed out on that. I got it. Fuck it. Why not? I just signed the $100 million deal. This how people think. It's more where that came from. As long as we align ourselves with them obligations. Did you hear Wallo when he got on the camera, bro? He spoke about the passing of Gilly's son before Gilly even had the opportunity to get up there and speak, which I feel like was inappropriate. It was inappropriate. But when he got up there, he was not talking to y'all, bro. He was talking to the people who he knew had something to do with the passing of Gilly's son. He was telling them, hey, y'all, I want y'all to understand, bro, we still going to align ourselves and we going to still keep ourselves rooted inside those obligations that we said that we was going to do before anything had happened. He knew that was a hit, y'all. Understand that, bro. And he wanted to make sure that the people that was watching this all play out behind the scenes knew that they hadn't changed their mind and that they weren't going to walk away from the obligations of that contract that they had fulfilled, because of this. They were still staying down. Y'all better wake up. Kimberly Michelle, thanks for the stars, Reflection. Y'all better wake up, bro. It's real. It's real. And you chose to overlook it. You feel me? You chose to overlook it. Maury man say like the Bible, what is a man to gain the whole world yet lose his soul? It's so sad. Shaking my head. Stay prayed up. That's big facts. You feel me? Y'all better, bro, wake up to what is going on around y'all, bro. Y'all be looking at it like, man, $100 million, they ain't no money, man, bro. When you got a gang of mouths, feeding, and you have no control over what you doing. Like, it's crazy, bro. Like, it's real out here, bro. I see, man, look. And like, I put these in front of y'all because I want y'all to know that not only does this happen in the celebrity world, but it happens on the level of our lives. The same thing that they doing right now, bro. There's people right now around you that's trying to be an actor. They got 1 foot in, they got 1 foot out. They want to be a rapper. They got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. They want to be a doctor. They got 1 foot in, they got 1 foot out, right? And some of those doctors have already went to college. They've already players in sororities and fraternities, okay? So they definitely in there. They definitely been, they're right along with the indoctrination. Okay, but understand that, bro. A lot of these people, because society has told us the only way that we can be successful is to align ourselves with some of these darker sides. You feel me? They run to these darker groups. You feel me? Because they feel like that's the only way that they're gonna be successful. They feel like that's the only way that they're gonna be successful, y'all. All right. And so with that being said, man, y'all make sure y'all follow me on YouTube at I Am Awakened _ Follow me on YouTube at I Am Awakened, man. And if you watching me from YouTube right now, man, don't forget to hit that pound that like button, man. And don't forget to hit that subscription icon and that post notification bell and select all. That way you'll be notified every time I go live, man, because if you want to see more of this, it'll be over on YouTube. Also, if you're not already, get over to Instagram and follow me at I Am Awakened _ Chosen One, man. That way, if you have any information from a spiritual standpoint that you want to shed light on, okay, we can do that on Instagram, man, and we can build over there. I'm gonna be building the panel, man, and I'm gonna be allowing people to come over there and chop it up, all right? And with that being said, I just want to leave y'all as I came. I want you guys to always be aware, because to be aware is to be alive. And as always, peace, family. Peace meaning positive energy always creates elevation. Ashe.